everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. It's Meredith, and I am here with my final flip through for the Spring Inspiration 26, hosted by Lydia at Raindrop Lila, and this is officially my April design team project, as it is just chock full of all of Lydia's beautiful papers and ephemera and gorgeous ladies, and I just had so much fun putting this journal together. It is for sale. I did not add any personal sentiments or anything, as I knew that this would be a journal that I probably wouldn't personally use, but I love it. It's so gorgeous. It's going to be hard to part with it. And working on it almost every day throughout the month was really just such a joy. I will say that this beautiful piece is not going to be included with the journal, but I am going to include some of this gorgeous wallpaper and the beautiful quilt piece that I've been displaying. But this is just has a lot of meaning to me, and I'm going to keep it for something else of my own. Anyway, it's a beautiful decoration, and I love it so much. And I hope to start creating some of these gorgeous little clusters, because they are just such pretty additions to any journal. But I do love the beautiful little addition I added here. So let's just jump right in. So this is the topper, and obviously the entire journal will be enclosed with the sari, as it looks like it just got a little bit tangled. That happens sometimes, but I will just walk you through how I created the topper. And also my day for the challenge was day 7, and it was florals, and so I will link that below if you missed it. But anyway, it's kind of a two-sided topper, and this beautiful lady is not attached, although it can be. I just popped her into a little photo corner, and then added the floral image or embellishment, and then did the beautiful tulips on the back, and one of the cabinet card script. I thought those were so beautiful, and I love using them throughout. And then this is the vintage wallpaper. And then tucked behind here is another beautiful journal card. And I did the same thing. And this has another beautiful girl. So you could swap them out. You could totally, put whatever you want on the front, or these pieces can be used anywhere else throughout the journal. And then everything is backed onto this beautiful vintage, like photograph frame, that you get when you have your portraits done. And then some of the beautiful wallpaper from the kit. And then this is a piece of vintage cotton, I think, that I was gifted by a follower. And then on the back, same kind of thing, have this tucked in. And I just love this image so much. And then backed it with one of the ephemera cards, and another beautiful lady, and some more of Lydia's gorgeous black and white images. So this is technically the front of the journal. It could easily be this side as the front, and honestly, I almost like this side better because it's so gorgeous, and honestly, it could just totally stand alone as the front cover as well. But anyway, this is how I started out, so we'll just go with this for now. The base of my accordion journal is all the beautiful pastel wallpapers, and I went with a pretty neutral theme throughout, because I knew I was going to be adding a lot of embellishment and color throughout. I did not create the journal in order of the days of the challenge at all, so that is insignificant at this point. So I don't even know if I'll be able to remember what each day represented at this point. I have to go back and look. But anyway, I love this pale, beautiful photograph of the tulips, and then this was the sewing day, I'm pretty sure. So I have my little attempt at French knots, and I will not give you a close-up of that because they are not perfect. This day was brown paper for sure, I know that. And then I added some just little embellishment. This is some very vintage French lace trim that a lovely follower from France sent to me with a bunch of the Nelson books, and those are just so gorgeous. Anyway, love the trim. It's so dainty and beautiful. And then in here I just popped a little journal card with some extra writing space. So great spot for some hidden journaling. And then you can see behind I have, you know, some of the days where I collaged the journal to begin with. And then we flip over, and this was the paint swatch day, I know that. And of course had to add some more beautiful tulips. That's just blank on the back for journaling, and then just a nice fun card. And then this was our beautiful kind of Monet style photograph that I used as the layering on the base. I don't know if this was swatch day or what, but anyway, this is just my little cluster of some vintage wallpaper and fabric and velvet, and then these fun little flowers, and my little collage card with the birdies. It's so fun. I used a lot of the butterflies throughout. So, and then on the back we have a nice little poem. So definitely a fun little page. And then flipping over, this was the vintage photograph day, and I just love this image so much. Backed it with some book page, and I did actually attach this. You could peel it off if you wanted to, but I think it's kind of fun to have their beautiful faces framed like that. This was the day for lace, and this is again a piece of vintage lace from France, from my lovely follower, and it's just stunning. I just love the detail, and it's almost like this is embroidered on, maybe it's called tatting, I don't know. I've kind of lost track of all the different names for what they do to laces, but anyway. And then added this beautiful, very sturdy journaling card and some scrap embroidered netting from Emily at Blue Linen Cottage, and that just tucks in here. And this page was one of my finishing touches. I had a couple of blank pages that I still needed to fill in, so this was one of them. Added this beautiful kind of pinky mauve-y colored lace, and then tacked this gorgeous butterfly down and added some sentiments here, and then another beautiful lady. So you can flip-flop either way. You can have her or her. I love doing that sometimes, just to have variety and backing it with something special. This day was the fabric day, and this was the last little piece of my beautiful satin trim from Gina at Pretty Paper Dreams. Hint, hint, Gina, if you have any more, let me know. But anyway, and I added this beautiful little cherry trim and another little sort of hidden journaling card that you can just pop right in here. This is a piece of a garment that was sent to me in a bundle from Lovely Lottie's, and I just thought it was so gorgeous, so I just literally cut the whole thing off. I have a little bit more left, but I just think it's stunning and adds some really nice texture and variety. And then the next page, oops, it flips this way, is this was another page I did added for finishing touches, and just did a beautiful little sentiment there. Backed it with some of the this is her spring ledger papers. I'm pretty sure that was not part of the pastel kit, but and I am pretty sure I did not link it below. So anyway, just let me know if you want me to send you a link to it. But I just love this, so pretty. And then this is the last page on this side, and it's another nice, very sturdy journaling cabinet kind of style card, and she does come out, excuse me, just a little bit, if I can. And then I just added some scripty scrap paper on the back. She's a little bit short on this side, so that's why I wanted the butterfly to kind of keep her steady. And then that just clips on here, and this clip is actually part of the front or back piece. Can't remember what this day was. I think it might have been tuck, but this comes off, and we have this gorgeous card, and I just added a little pink lace on top and wrapped it around, and then this gorgeous piece of lace from Emily at Blue Linen Cottage I used as a tuck spot, and I just think it turned out so pretty. Can't remember if I put anything on the back of her. Yes, just a little of the rust paper scraps. They make great backing for anything, and I did print those on the Epsom premium, whatever it's called, presentation paper, sorry. Brain shut off there for a minute. Okay, so now we are on the flip side of the accordion journal. This day was so fun. I love doing this, and as you can see here, I had to draw the little antenna on there, and I actually did not add them to these little guys. I'm just not that fussy, but I love how Lydia created her butterflies with the wrap around and then left the ends for the antenna. So I'm going to try that next time because I just think it looks so darling. But these are so fun. Just a little 3D action going there. And I don't think I left this. Oh yeah, I guess I did leave it. There is a little room for a tuck spot there. And then this page is super fun. We've got this gorgeous little fairy girl. I just left that blank. And then this beautiful fabric netting is from my friend Marlene at Uniquely Ella. Here is another page I did for the finishing touches, and just did some collage with book page and some scraps that I had, and then added this beautiful eyelet. This is from Gisela at Lavish Laces. And originally I had this kind of torn, and it just did not look good. I was like, why did I tear the book page? I did not need to. Here's another beautiful cabinet card. And then I just embellished this with a little bit. But anyway, so that's why we have this abundance of H tape, but I think it looks much better and brings it all together. So this day was fun. I think it was birds. And boy, I have to tell you, fussy cutting this baby out was definitely a challenge, but I managed to do it without actually ripping any of it. And then I kind of added some backing to it so it would have a little bit of a 3D effect, and then just added that green file folder and lace behind, and then kind of decided to add this beautiful yellow lace underneath to give it a pop of color. And then we have just these lovely birdies on the back. So beautiful. So that clips on here. And some of the pages, as you can see, like this one, I did not, collage anything onto them because the papers are just so gorgeous and just speak to themselves, and that gives you some extra journaling space or decorating. I did leave a lot of things free in this journal so that you can move them around if you want to, or take them out and put something else in. This day, I cannot remember what it was, but it was fun. Oh, it was envelope. Yes, I do remember. I think this is a ruby and pearl envelope that I had laying around, and I just happened to decide to use that because I did not have anything else handy. But anyway, these lovely fairies were so cute that Lydia added. And I decided to put a little bit of vellum on top of her little wings, so just to give it a little bit of fun dimension. And then another baby butterfly down there. And then this flips out, and we have lots of secret journaling spot. And then I popped another fairy on the back of the Edith Holden book. And I love these swallows. They're just so gorgeous. And then this page is blank as well for your own additions. Alrighty, I'm going to open this up because this kind of goes together. So I used one of the French checks, and I just wanted a little more pop of purple on this side. And so this gorgeous image goes in here on this side. And then I should show you, this is a tuck spot behind and behind here too. So more goodies can definitely be stuffed in there. And then this is some beautiful vintage lace from Lavish Laces. And then this really pretty collection here is the last page of the back side, and added another nice journaling card, backed it with some of the wallpaper, and then this beautiful black and white. Oh, this was for words. This was the day for words, so I decided to do a couple of different, and then those go in there, and then I did another 3D butterfly. So let me refold so I don't forget which way it goes. There we go. So that's the back side. That's the front side. Here is our beautiful girl. And then we'll wrap everything up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the flip through and my little commentary. And I was so thrilled and honored to be part of this collaboration that Lydia worked so hard to put together for all of us. Please make sure you visit all the other individuals who worked so hard on all their beautiful journals as well. Give them a little love on their videos and Instagram. And here we are on the second day of May, and time to get going on some new projects. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks so much, you guys. I'll see you soon.